Hey, my Liptons. So I wanted to come in here, and I might be one of the late ones with doing my review of X-Men. Listen, I'm actually surprised, but I'm into the show. I'm into the show. I'm into the X-Men series. I'm into X-Men 97. If by the way, I just first of all I want to thank everyone who has watched my first review of episode 1 and episode 2 of X-Men 97. It got it was just, I got great reviews on that and a lot of views on that video. So I want to thank everybody for watching it, for listening to me. Like I'm so grateful. I'm very grateful, and also want to thank all the new subscribers that are new to my channel. I have gotten to the 800 mark. I just want to, I'm so grateful and I'm so humble, and thank y'all so much. I really appreciate y'all. Like, when I do this content, I do it because I genuinely enjoy doing it, and I hope that, my commentary also brings y'all joy and also gives y'all a chance to give y'all opinions on my videos and what I think and my opinions as well. So thank y'all guys so much. I appreciate it. We got to the 800 mark. Let's continue to build the brand. Now let's get up to the 900 mark. Let's continue building. So let's continue to subscribing to the channel. But I do want to talk about episode 3 of X-Men because honestly, someone said this on Twitter. They were like, because I think the person, I think the director of the show, whoever I'm forgetting his name currently. He was fired and everything like that. I don't know. Disney still hasn't given us a reason as to why they fired him. I know there's a lot of rumors going around and certain things going around about him, but it still hasn't been confirmed as to why he was fired. But, so far, you know, a lot of people are saying, 3 out of 3, sort of like all 3 episodes have been great. To me, it's been really 2 out of 3 because I mostly enjoyed episode 2 and episode 3 more. So, from my perspective, but, X-Men 97 has really been a very refreshing, a breath of fresh air. It's really been a breath of fresh air because I just been tuned out with a lot of the DisneyPlus shows. I haven't even watched What If season 2 really. I think I'm gonna probably just watch the Doctor Strange episode because I feel like the Doctor Strange episode of season 1 was the better one out of all of them. So I think I'm just gonna watch Doctor Strange's episode on season 2 of What If and keep it moving. But X-Men 97 has caught my attention. I watched all the episodes and I watched episode 3 and I'm really enjoying it. And y'all, I cannot wait for this to come on the live action. From what I'm hearing, they're saying that, Mr. Sinister is going to be the villain for the live action X-Men films that is to be made, which is very exciting. In this episode, listen, episode 3, you had, clone Jeangrey, aka, Madeline Pryor. She was slaying, she was beating the X-Men up. I was like, oh my God. Like when she, sliced and diced Magneto, I was like, oh my God. And then Madeline, clone Jean, I know I'm forgetting her name, Queen something. She was beating the X-Men up. Now, the thing is, what I don't understand, because I had to watch, and shout out to heavy spoilers, because I had to get some Easter eggs and things like that, because like, I don't know really too much about Madeline, about Mr. Sinister until I watched, and I also read a little bit about him just now before I came to this video. Mr. Sinister had a lot of encounters with the X-Men and prior to this. So to me, I'm kind of just like, shouldn't y'all have been prepared or, had something in place, just in case, Mr. Sinister came up again and tried to attack y'all, try to bamboozle y'all the way that he did with Jeangrey and made a clone out of her? It's like, a part of me feels like the X-Men should have been ready for this, low-key. Like, they should have been, it's like the same thing. Now that I think about it, in episode 1, I'm like, how the hell did y'all allow, or how did y'all let slip, sort of like Magneto sneaking into the house and, confronting y'all about a will that Professor X, like, it's like, there are times where I feel like the X-Men are just, Cyclops and them, they be unprepared, y'all. They be unprepared. They be unprepared. And to me, I'm just like, y'all cannot always be bamboozled and people sneaking up on y'all, especially when y'all had encounters with them previously. You know what I mean? Y'all had encounters with Mr. Sinister previously. Y'all should have had protection in place. Okay? Especially for this not to happen. Like, Mr. Sinister really, I can't believe this. He really, really took Jeangrey and did a duplicate on her, okay? He duplicated that body, he duplicated that face, that body. And listen, don't get me wrong, I'm not gonna lie. Madeline Pryor is eating, original Jeangrey up. The outfit was, she looked very sexual, very sensual. She was eating that outfit up. You should, like, did y'all see that part? That scene where Cyclops came in and saw Madeline, and she had her legs crossed, and the way she just opened, did y'all see that? She opened, kind of like slowly, sort of uncrossed that leg and walked that. I was like, okay, I think I might like Madeline more than I like Jean Grey. Okay, Jean keeps fainting. Like, okay, like, girl, like, I get it. The powers are sort of like wearing you out. But Miss Madeline, I don't think you're ever gonna catch her slipping like that. You're not gonna catch her doing that, fainting 24/7. Like, no, ma'am. But but no, Madeline was slaying. Like, she was beating them up. Even that blood scene, like where Cyclops, you know, blasted her in the mouth. I love that when she just wiped that blood on her lips. It looks so good. It looks so good on like, the animation was just great. Like the animations in episode 3 were just beautiful. Like, where Jean confronted Madeline and they were going at it. It looked really, really good. Like, I enjoyed it. I definitely enjoyed it. I thought it was great. What Mr. Sinister did to that baby, I was just like, oh my gosh. Like, when he put that baby in that acid, put Nathan in the acid, I was like, oh my God, Cyclops, if you don't rush over here right now, come and save this baby, Cyclops. I was like, oh my God, it's gonna be too late. It's gonna be too, that baby has been in that acid for like at least 40 minutes. I was like, oh my gosh, the baby's dead, the baby's dead. So finally, when they came, him and, I don't know, Madeline or Jean came to save the baby, and it was too late. It was too late. Mr. Sinister got that baby down. Like, he was like, listen, at the end of the day, you're too late. I already injected this little baby. He's consumed with this, and it is what it is. It's gonna be I'm gonna be very interested to see where we lead with baby Nathan. I'm gonna have to also probably, look at a few other videos to discuss Nathan's powers and his future and what that looks like. I did also see, because I know they're also trying, Bishop is trying to, he is going to the future to, get a cure for Nathan, which is definitely gonna be tough, which is definitely tough on Cyclops, because Cyclops feels like he's just abandoning Nathan, but we just have to wait and see. But seeing Forge, I also need to read up on Forge, because, like, I don't know how effective Forge is going to be for Nathan, especially for Storm, because towards the end of the episode, Forge is, told, walked up on Storm saying that, hey, like, I can get back your powers. And I'm just like, yes, please, 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 please get my sister powers back. Like, she needs that. She needs that to find her way. She needs that for hope. She needs that to find herself. I did also read that Forge and Storm does get into a relationship in one of the comments, a comic books or something like that. So I don't know, that would be also interesting to see. I think it's one of those like times where like Storm is finding herself and, you know, going through her journey and so forth. So that'll be nice to see. Like, I definitely, listen, Storm deserves way better. Storm deserves everything. She deserves the world after. Like, and I mean that in the animation, I mean that in the live action. Like, Storm actually deserves her own movie, if we're gonna be honest. Because Storm, the fact that she is a goddess in the comics, like, girl, give Storm her own movie, okay? We need it. We need it. Okay, we the people need it. But yeah, that was the episode. Listen, you know, like I said, 2 out of 3 for me. Episode 2, episode 3 has been a good one. Madeline Pryor is one to watch. She is eating the girls up. Mr. Sinister, you know, he's definitely a villain. You know, he's giving me, you know what Mr. Sinister looks like? Do y'all remember that vampire from Elmo? Y'all remember that? I'm forgetting his name. But the vampire from Elmo's world, that's what Mr. Sinister is giving me, low-key. He's giving me that. He gives me Elmo vampire guy from Elmo's world. That's what he looks like. But yeah, like, you know, Mr. Sinister, listen, Mr. Sinister might become the main villain for the live action X-Men films, which is going to be interesting to see because, you know, and it's going to be different. And I'm glad that we're moving towards that direction because I know for the past, especially the Fox X-Men films, like we've mostly focused on, you know, Magneto as the villain, Trask, the humans, and, you know, so forth. So I'm glad to see someone else being introduced instead of going back to that well of things because it's like we already had it and, you know, we could just go back and watch it. Let's just introduce, you know, new people, new villains, and move on with the story. But I am interested to see what happens with that. But yeah, please tell me what you guys think in the comment section below on, you know, X-Men. How do you guys feel about X-Men? Are y'all fans of the show? You know, also, do y'all guys have y'all wonders about why this director of the show, the showrunner, whoever, I think was the director or the showrunner, why he's not being, you know, sort of, he got fired. So, but no, please tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.